Imola. Alright then guys, hello and welcome to the Inter-League Challenge. It is IFC versus RRL versus ABRL. And I am joined by C9 Blocking today. How are you, mate?
Hello guys, and hello Wesley, back with another ILC stream, and I'm fine today. How are you?
I am very, very good, thank you. Of course, Tier 2, the final round, round 2 of this quick little challenge between three leagues that are very interlinked. A lot of these drivers do drive in the other two leagues, apart from the one that they're, of course, as well as the one they are representing here today. And just as a run through for you guys, IFC are running Alpine, AlphaTauri and Red Bull. ABRL are running Haas, Mercedes and Williams, and RRL are running McLaren, Ferrari and Alfa Romeo.
And I must just say, it's been close. It's been nice to close this entire tournament. Hold on, well, Fast Racing just set the first lap, but people are going to be setting the laps around now as both Red Bulls for IFC have done some laps. But yeah, throughout this competition or challenge, really, all these leagues have been pretty close in each tier. Some just dominating one, the other dominating the next. It's pretty just widespread and just shows how much talent you can see in each of these tiers. I actually love this competition. Definitely want to see some more of this.
Yeah, it is amazing. Of course, IFC having an awful week last time out, only scoring 10 points. RRL having a wonderful week in Tier 2 last time out, scoring 55, and ABRL with a decent one with about 30, I believe, in the end for them. So it's actually quite. This is the furthest spread of the tiers, which says something, especially with it actually being pretty close, especially with how close the drivers were as they crossed the line. It really is a very, very close tier, this one, and it is very spread out at the same time. And of course, Tier 1 tomorrow, where we'll be finding out who wins overall as well. Because of course, we're not just doing individual tiers, we are finding out who wins this combined. So any points for IFC today, they're not going to win. It's very, very unlikely that they win Tier 2,
and
but they're going to try their best.
Sorry about the interruption.
He's crashed.
I just crashed it.
Oh, yeah, exit Villeneuve.
Caught it right on it too.
Fastest as well. He was fastest. He will not be competing in the next part of qualifying. B Hill now goes fastest, but Sierra and Kieran will not be competing in the next part of qualifying. And it does make it easier for Mac and Geordie Stan, currently in the bottom two, to get out. Only two people who are still running will be eliminated.
Yeah, it's been the same thing for the other race last week, because as soon as one person crashes, then your chances of getting into Q2 is much more easier, even though it's already pretty easy, seeing it's only just 18 drivers, and everybody below, well, P16 gets knocked out, and right now we're down one driver. I think it's the ABRL guy, but
yeah, yes. We're down ABRL and an RRL, Sierra and Kieran. Sierra's time is unlikely to be beaten, so he will still go out, but he should start in about P15, because Geordie Stan and Mac will set time. That's all they have to do to save themselves. So actually, only one driver still in it will be knocked out.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate for Sierra as well. He has a 15-4, I mean, and he's right up there. He'd be P3. Wait, he'd be
To
P2
be
right now by
P3. Oh, just, yeah.
1,000.
We have seen faster times, so these times have got to improve a lot. We know
True.
that by the fact that the tier 3 times were in the 14s. If it wasn't for the rain in the third part of qualifying, we definitely could have seen some mid 14s. So watch out for that. B Hill's
He's
retired
retired
in
in
the
the
pits,
pits, so he's confident. I mean, I would be too with that lap, honestly.
Yeah, 3/10 in the lead still, even with Bonanza's very good time there for RRL. He is absolutely smashing it, is B Hill. Obviously, the Tier 2 champion in ABRL, bringing out their big guns. Also, the organiser, so he knows the rules inside out. He knows how to cheat it. No, I'm joking. No one's going to cheat, but yeah.
But yeah, B Hill definitely, not only is he good in the league in being a league leader, but just a good driver. He's definitely one of the top guys all around. But and he's been proving it on track as well. He's P1 now. He was P1. He was also P1 like last week in like what, Q2 or 1 maybe, I don't know. But still, he is a very quality driver.
Yeah.
Definitely will be
I
looking
think he won the
forward to
race in
seeing.
the end last week.
Yeah, he
I
did.
think he won the race, yeah.
Yeah, he won the race last week. Wait, with penalties, he still did one?
Yeah, I think he still did win at the end. He got 25 points at ABRL, which was easily the majority of their points haul. Unfortunately, the rest of his team just didn't have the pace. White Wolf are on board with now a man who was looking so fast in Tier 3 until he unfortunately crashed out yesterday after not being let through by his teammate, both of them ruining IFC's chances of that Tier 3 crown that has been handed to ABRL. And IFC are going to be looking to put together a good point scoring finish today after a very, very bad race last time out. As White Wolf starts across the line, what time to be for him? Oh, and he goes up into second place. Very, very nicely done.
That was a very nice lap from him. 15.1 on the sauce. All nice, all done easy. And right now, as it stands, it is pretty mixed up. I can't really say who I'm thinking would be the impressive in qualifying right now, because you can see top 3 is all different leagues actually, because you have a ABRL guy up in P1, IFC guy up in P2, then a RL guy in P3.
But it's looking good for IFC, I have to say. At this stage, not like trying to jinx them, of course. But White Wolf in second, Bassi 4th, Nifty 5th, Mac 6th, Arrow is 8th. And fastest racer, the Duds in P12. And when you're Duds in P12, you're looking pretty strong. And he's improving by 6/10 in the second sector. Not to be as he crosses the line. It's enough for 6th place. Their Dud is now P9.
Nice stuff for him. It's just nice quality laps all around actually, but I must say, speaking of how teams are doing, I know definitely RL will be looking to try and improve from where they are now, because they only have RL Bonanza up in the top 3, then Layoff Myself P10, Keep Hyper P13, but I think he should be able to improve a lot, because knowing that Keep Hyper is the IFC Tier 3 champion, I'm still salty about that, by the way, but yeah, he is a Tier 3 champion of IFC, so you definitely know he will pull out something when he needs to, so he should be fine. Then you also have a DNF in Sierra, who should be way higher up than RL. Jordy Stan actually just set a lap, is 18, so it must have been some mistakes, and RL Ruiz just starting a lap actually.
This one, can you take us through the lap, please, Simon?
Alright, sure, I don't know the turn names or numbers, but I'll just try to keep track. Turn 1, then turn 2, pretty clean. You have to get on the curb a bit, but not too much. Then you get to turn 3, fast. Then another fast, you go left, so try left off, and he spun, and he's into the wall. Oh my.
Massive crash for Ruiz. And that means that if you survive qualifying, you are getting through. So it will be 2 RRL and 1 ABRL out of this part of qualifying. Everyone else can now retire in the pit lane. And I'd just like to mention, BRT Mac is driving with one arm.
What? Huh?
Yes, he has broken his right arm, so he is driving with his left arm alone.
Wow, that is that is some difficult thing. If he actually managed to get some good points at this, I'm calling him the one. We need to give him a nickname for that. The one-handed. He needs a nickname for that, surely.
Yeah, he does. He'll definitely need one if he gets right to the top. Well, as we were saying that, White Wolf has set a 14.791. What a
Ooh.
lap time from White Wolf. This is going to be a battle between B Hill and White Wolf for this pole position, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an absolute statement too, because you don't really need to, but just doing it is enough to say that, hey, I'm here, I'm fighting for this pole, I want it, so it's definitely going to be a message to B Hill and Bonanza to just say that, yeah, the battle for pole is on, and it's on really early, as now we're only just getting and to the end of Q1, everybody's starting to retire, seeing that they will make it through, but yeah, I am gonna say it's gonna be a really great qualifying here.
It is. It really is. We've got 13 very strong drivers, 14 very strong drivers who'll be going in to the next part of qualifying, as long as one of them doesn't go out and crash out while they're out there. They shouldn't do, though. That'd be very stupid, waiting for White Wolf to finish the pits. And I'm pretty sure everyone will then just retire and we'll get on with the second part of qualifying. Of course, 3 minutes are knocked off of the time you have to do your laps, and you'll see people going out with slightly different strategies. Maybe people trying to head on to the mediums. As we did see, if you get that late safety car, you're looking very, very good if you're on that set of mediums. As Leo Myself is coming out. Why is he coming out?
No idea why he's coming out. There's no real reason to come out. Everybody's safe from now on, so maybe he's just driving around to get some practice in, because it could be possible that he didn't get any practice in before the race, so he's just taking some time to get ready, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's an odd one, that, isn't it? HW also coming out, finished 3rd place in ABRL Tier 2 after some stellar drives. B Hill was actually his teammate in that, and they were both Haas. So, some throwbacks to that season for these two.
Yeah, I guess these guys want to stay together, actually, because both in the Haas's, it might just bring out most performance as they have the best memories in it, so it might feel better in this car.
Both performing very, very well in those Haas's, of course. Well, for B Hill, Imola probably was a race he wanted to forget from ABRL, but you know, he can make things better again, and he's currently in P2.
Yeah, and the White Wolf is retired, just waiting for everybody else to retire now and get back into the pits. And is Leopold going for a lap?
Huh. He's just wasting a set of tyres, that's all he's doing.
And also wasting everybody else's time.
Going for a lap.
And Leo Assault just immediately went into the gravel, cut the first and second turns.
HW's also going for a lap here, so what are these guys doing? If you have any idea what they're doing, please do put it in chat.
And also,
very, very confused.
Zacky boy, he's joined. I think he's supposed to be coming in for one of the teams, I think.
He is, he's coming in for ABRL, as they still don't have another driver. So ABRL will get their 6th driver, and we'll see what he can do here. Of course, needs to set a lap time to get through, but that's all he needs to do. He needs to do nothing else except from set actually no, he does. He needs to get an 18.2. That's the benchmark. Otherwise, it will be 3 ABRLs out.
Yeah, it's most likely he just has to just go out there and just keep it calm and keep it on track. And also HW parking up at Stewart's, what do you call this again? Stewart's, I don't know, bases or whatever. But yeah, he's parked up, he's retired. The layoff assault, he's going on another lap. What is the man doing?
Mac is asking B Hill what they're doing. Well, it's actually layoff my salt at this stage doing stuff. The RRL driver. There's no point at all. He is just wasting a set of tyres here. It means that he won't be able to use another set later on. Does he think it's one shot? Does he think it's short qualifying?
I mean, surely not.
What is he doing?
if you look on the map for a second, you notice that absolutely nobody's even out. So
Exactly.
that would be a bit odd to see if I were in the car myself. But yeah,
Oh,
it's just
invalidated anyway.
ah. Maybe it is just practice actually, because definitely doesn't
Might
seem
be,
to be
but
anything
for that you go
serious.
on a set of mediums, wouldn't you? For that you go on a
Ah,
set of mediums and
maybe,
just
but
drive.
he might be thinking towards trying to save the mediums for Q2 as it is full qualifying. So
Maybe,
maybe
maybe.
it's
Well,
yeah
there
at
for
this
myself,
point.
the only person still in qualifying. He better retire.
Yeah, this might. I don't know what he's doing
No, he's
honestly,
going.
and
Oh no,
he's
he's not going again. Good, he's pulling into the pits. Please retire as soon as you get in
hallelujah.
there. He's not. He's not going to retire. We'll
About
just have to wait
time.
for a minute. It's fine. Cutting time's quite nice, Lay.
Yeah,
Just saying, cutting time is quite nice. We like to keep it short and snappy because it allows for any delays. But you know, do whatever you want. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
yeah. But he is going to piss. We should finally be able to get on to Q2 now, because should have been to Q2 a good minute ago, but apparently these guys want a bit more track time and a bit more dust on their
There we
tires,
go.
and finally,
It took
finally,
him some time, didn't it?
yeah,
Right then, the people out of the first part of qualifying is as follows: Ruiz, Kieran, and Sierra in P15, 16, and 17. Sierra, if he didn't crash out, would have been fine. Was looking very good. Would have finished in P4 in the end in that part of qualifying. So watch out for him in the race. He could start flying through the field. We know that Sierra was very similar on pace to Mac last time out. Of course, Mac had two arms last time out, and he was looking very, very strong. So we'll see how fast Sierra can be in this one. And Geordie Stout with 18.2 moves on to the second part of qualifying. That's a big surprise, that one.
yep. And hold on, I'm just gonna post this on the AVRL Twitter because why not? It's nice to see your boys getting through every once in a while.
Yeah, it is two RRL drivers out and one ABRL. So it's now 6v4v4. Of course, ABRL not having their whole lineup here right now. So we've got 6v4v4 in IFC's favour, and we'll see what happened in the second part of qualifying. Of course, in this part of qualifying, we could see IFC lose 4 of their 6 drivers. That is a possibility, so do not rule the other 2 teams out of contention just yet.
Yeah, Q2 is always the one of the most important parts of a whole weekend, as it not only sets where you're gonna be, if you're gonna be in the top 10 and actually try to fight out for some points, or just actually determine your entire race really, because that's where you set your tires. That's where you really prepare for the race, and just you need a good lap just to get into the top 10, as the top 10 here is definitely going to be a bit competitive, and then you're just going to need a good strategy as well, because you can either go on mediums or you can go on softs. It just depends on the track's tire wear, and also a big thing to take into consideration on this game specifically, it's been pretty often that we see safety cars come around, so you might have to try and plan for that. So maybe starting on softs would be a bad idea. Maybe starting on mediums would be a bad idea. It just all depends on how the race goes.
Stuck on a black screen. Oh,
What do you mean? Just ah.
everyone's stuck on a black screen.
All right, let me try again out of here really quickly.
Yeah, if you leave, we might be able to keep going. We'll
All
see.
right, get out of here. Hopefully
Why
that's a.
can't the game just have a good multiplayer? Is that not possible? Migrating host, I become host. Yes! Yes!
Your
Thank you,
host?
join Bokken.
Okay.
It doesn't matter, but we're moving on to the next part of qualifying and we are good.
All
Please
right,
rejoin.
nice.
Right, then we'll be moving on to the second part of qualifying. Just got to wait for Zaki Boy to ready up, and then we'll be going. He has just readied up, so we will head on to the second part of qualifying here in Imola in round 2 of Tier 2 in the Inter-League Challenge between IFC, RRL, and ABRL. If you guys do have any predictions for this qualifying session, please do put them in the chat. It's always good to hear what you guys think is going to happen. Lockie, you're back in the game yet?
Yeah, well, I'm going into the game, not in the lobby though.
There you go. There's an invite already. Many people onto that medium compound tire. I can count 8 at the moment. Obviously only 14 people in here, so more than half the grid on that medium compound tire as it stands. Arrow's deciding the soft is for him.
Yeah, this track, honestly, I'm not very fond of the strategy here in Imola myself on it. But I'd say that starting on the mediums might just be the best choice. Because I am expecting a safety car right off the first turn. Because every single time, it's so clustered and just crowded right as you get off.
It's a tricky track through the first lap. We saw that yesterday with multiple collisions, with lots of bashing of wheels. But yeah, we'll see what people can do here. Because of course it's going to be a tough one for all of the drivers to get that good start down into turn 1. It's a very long run down towards that first chicane as well. So we shall have to wait and see what they can all do into it. Of course, actually not called turn 1. I think that little kink is called turn 1. But yeah.
Alright, but it's a bit of traffic all around. Well, just by where everybody is. Not major, but just a bit. There is the Ferrari of Lay Off My Salt right in front of IFC Arrows, then right just a bit behind it. Actually, no. Yeah, the Ferrari of Lay Off My Salt is actually blocking both Red Bulls. Just a bit. So hopefully...
Yeah, they'll be crawling around that final 2 corners as Lay Off My Salt now goes for his lap. Yeah, they're both crawling around those last 2 corners to get a good enough gap as he hits a bollard on his way through, does Lay Off My Salt. The pit entry bollard as he heads on to his first flying lap of the session on that medium compound tyre. He touched the curb there. Interesting strategy. I would say you probably really shouldn't be hitting that curb, but he has done anyway. He makes a mistake and he is right through the gravel. And this will not be a fast lap from him. He'll need to get out the way of Arrows and get out the way fast.
Yeah, big mistake from him.
Blocked him.
And it's another block. He might block the guy behind as well. Yeah, that mistake really did.
He needed to just stop on track there.
Yeah, he probably just should have waited. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty unfortunate for him as now he just has to run off track and took out the 100 bollard, but on that corner right there, I don't think it's too important to break at the 100 board, but yeah, he's gotten in the way of a few people. If there is a pen, that won't be, and he's gotten in the way of a Haas.
Oh,
what is the man doing?
He's sit well with you.
Yeah, wait, who is it?
Has he been hit by the Haas? Because there is yellow flags in that section. What's happened there?
Nah, just HAW was on a lap, but he lost control.
Oh! He was trying to pass Lay Off My Salt, and Lay has just gone, nope, I'm keeping this, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Racer goes first, of course, with his...
Ben is going to be livid, but people are starting to set their laps. I'm expecting a... okay, just saying this as an ABRL guy, I'm expecting that to be a big pen, but just saying it in general, I'm expecting it to be a very big pen. He just walked like...
I'm expecting that to be a penalty of some kind, because he has blatantly looked behind him and gone, right, I'm going to choose now when there's a car right behind me to carry on down the track, you know.
Yeah, he should have just waited and just went slow. But
yep, someone just put in chat, Lay Off My Salt, what are you doing? As he's blocking the racing line again. He's lucky that Mercedes isn't on a flying lap.
But there's an Alpine a bit behind, that is. Will he get into the way?
We can hope not, is the answer.
And he kind of has. He didn't even move off the racing line, kind of like Verstappen and Hamilton just stayed there. Made BRT Mac have to move out the way himself. I don't know what the man's doing. Must want to get himself
No,
a penalty.
very odd. Arrows
And-
now. Oh, he pulls into the pits. Does Arrows? He knew that time wasn't be good enough, so he has pulled in. And Bassi does the same behind him. White Wolf sets a purple first sector, as Mac is doing decently as well. Nifty moves up into P4. It's only IFC guy. Oh, Rarelines, of course, as well. Let's say it's only IFC guys I can talk about currently, but no, we've got Rarelines as well, as he's on a flying lap, but he is invalidated, unfortunately for him. As HW goes fastest with a 15.3, 1 second in the lead, but we would expect that because he is on that better compound tyre.
Yep, 9 whole tenths better on the sauce, so that might be a bit of a sign that off the start, if he's gonna stay on these softs. Obviously, he can't make a better lap now. Sorry, too late. So I'm expecting him to be just straight off the start gone, but
White Wolf with
yes.
a massive snap of oversteer coming through that final corner, and he's still in the 15.7s on the mediums. I think he can go even faster than that.
I think he can as well. He's a very fast driver. I think in Q1 they had like what, a 15.3?
14.7.
Oh, 14. Oh yeah, I remember he did just pull out some big lap at the end for absolutely no reason at all out of nowhere. But yeah, a whole second off. So if this is what he's
That's
pulling
about
off
the-
on mediums.
That is about the gap though at this track. It is about a second between that medium and the soft. So if he's made a mistake on that medium compound tyre, and a big mistake at that through the final corner, that's about 2 tenths. Imagine what he can do on the soft if he can gain a second, and maybe a little bit more than that due to the track getting better. We could be in the 14.5s, maybe even 4s with White Wolf.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the most promising guys to look at, because just putting out a lap like that just says, okay, this guy, gotta watch out for him. He's getting ready for something big. It's only Q2 though, so all you need to do is make it in the top 10 and be satisfied with that. But I know some people who want to just put his best lap out every single time, in and out.
Yeah, he's one of those people. Oh, Keep Hyper's crashed. He's out of the session. He will not be competing in the next part of qualifying. And that's another RRL driver out, and he's right in the middle of the track there. People are going to get a heart attack as they go through there. We saw on board from B Hill where he's crashed. And yeah, not good for Keep Hyper and not good for RRL. Yet another driver is not going to make Q3.
And whoa! I just looked on the onboard of Jordy Stan. He's right in the middle of this track. That is absolutely scary.
It is very, very scary where that car is. Luckily it's been moved out of the way now. The stewards are wonderful on the game. They're very, very good at their job. They're invisible and they move away the car using their own hands. It's great. As B Hill crosses the line, he goes up into second place, just ahead of White Wolf.
Wow,
Again,
that
we know
is
how fast White Wolf is. We know he can improve on this time, which is the scary part.
definitely, but as it stands, yeah, both B Hill and White Wolf on 15.7s with the mediums, then HAW in P1 with a 15.3 on the softs.
Arrow is struggling so much with traction at the moment. I've just been on board with him through Aqua Minerale, and he is really struggling. Massive snap oversteer on the exit, and he's really struggling through the chicane just after as well. Don't know what is going on with Arrows, but that car is not sitting nicely for him.
Must have been a bad setup change or anything, but I do know he was.
Spinner. Mac has spun.
Ah.
Mac is round. He's not blocked B Hill. B Hill wasn't on a lap, so that's fine. As Bassi went up into second. Where has this pace come from? Where on earth has this pace come from?
15.4. Wow. You can either put that on track evolution or just the fact that that was an absolute banging lap, but it's just the things that some people can do on tires that are supposed to be 1 whole second slower than softs. It's actually crazy sometimes.
It is ridiculous. Rarelines goes up into second place on that soft compound tyre then. 15.4, we know that lots of people can be beating that in Q3, especially the fact that he is only 5 thousandths ahead of Bassi, and lay off my salt, not even faster than Bassi on that soft compound tyre at a track where the soft compound tyre is meant to be so much faster than the mediums. I think Bassi's going to be safe here.
Yeah.
Arrow's 6 tenths up currently on his time, sorry, as he's coming through the final couple corners now. He's got a 16.8 at the moment. If he can improve by that 6/10, he's jumping right the way up into P7. He's a little bit more than that, actually, if he wants to jump into P7. He'll need much more than that if he wants to get up into P6 with White Wolf, who's just switched on that soft compound tyre. Only enough for P11 in the end.
Oh, Arrow is having a tough qualifying session because I don't think it was that high up in Q1. Now he's still struggling a bit in Q2. He may not even make it out on his mediums. Yeah, 10th, 11th.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he goes into a set of softs and just makes his way up.
If he wants a strategic pole position, I'd say stay where you are. And never mind, he's dropped down to 12. So at this point, I'd say, you know what, go on softs and get a good lap out so you can be in Q3 and try 5 for something good. Because right now he isn't in the best position.
No, he's not. I fully agree with that one. Mac goes up into P7, which is why Arrow's dropped down in that Alpine. Also for IFC with one arm. I'd just like to remind you again, with one arm here in P7. And I think Bassie's actually the only one who gets through on that medium compound tyre, because White Wolf and B Hill looking a little bit looking to be in the danger zone there at the moment. Bearing in mind that they're on 15.7s and Mac is on a 15.8 on that medium compound. Bonanza, if he goes onto the soft, he's going to be faster. Nifty will probably beat them both on that soft as well. Geordie Stan could very easily challenge as well.
Yeah, it's just a strategic war going on around here as we will start getting on the final 3-4 minutes of the session. And who is this? Somebody has just retired. I think that was Geordie Stan.
HAW.
No, HAW. Oh. So I think he's retired in the pit. Yeah, he has. So he's just as B Hill, he's confident in
Geordie Stan did also retire in the pits. Actually. So yeah. So Geordie Stan and HW doing the same thing there. As Geordie Stan will be out then. So that's another 2 RRL drivers out, leaving us with 2 at the maximum for RRL in this one, so not looking too great for them at the moment. With it's seeming to be IFC versus ABRL today.
Yeah, for the team that actually did the best out of all 3 last week, it's a very big difference. But I mean, even though it was just a race and they did better than last time out, only 2 people to represent them in Q3. That's already just a sign of what could happen, what maybe will happen if they don't quickly start getting comebacks and just hope on a good safety car.
Yeah, as Bonanza actually in quite a dangerous position there, not come out the pitch yet. How much time is left? We have 2 minutes left. He needs to get out the pits quickly if he's going to come out. And Nifty Rock currently on a lap. He was down in the first sector slightly. I'd expect him to be up in the second, though. He's about to reach the split. Oh, no, he won't be up. He will back off now, possibly, as he has gone bouncing across.
Mac's out. Wait,
yeah, he's down.
There's a Mercedes spun around, and Mac is also out. So.
Maybe you spun there on his outlap. Very odd situation there for maybe. A man who is known for his consistency, and I love saying his name as well, in a sentence with a lot of maybes. If you're British, just to throw in maybe's name, it's the funniest thing on the planet.
Yeah, it's a nice fun game to see how many maybes you can drop in one single sentence with maybe.
Maybe might go for a move into turn 1. We'll maybe go for it. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe. Oh, he might go for it. Maybe. Oh, he didn't quite go for it. White Wolf gets provisional pole position though with 14.9, and that's kind of a casual lap for him, which is the sad thing. B Hill just starting his, with maybe right behind. Actually, B Hill backing off there and allowing maybe through. So a bit of team play there, but B Hill will not have enough time to get around this track again. He has to hope now that he will be safe. With only, actually no, he will be safe. He's guaranteed to be safe. With only 4 people who can beat him, he is 4 places ahead of the drop zone. So he is guaranteed to be safe, I believe.
Yeah, smart decision from him to just save the tires and now decide and just give his teammates some slipstream and cool out and just back off, because now he will have fresh, well, not fresh, but pretty good medium tires to start the race with.
Maybe he's invalidated.
Ah!
Could this
Now,
be qualifying over for the Mercedes driver? Nifty Rock looking to end it for him.
more
As he's
tens
about to cross the
now.
line now. Activates the DRS. Crosses the line. He goes third place. Qualifying over for maybe. Oh no, it's not over. Time remaining 2 minutes for us. It says. Oh no, now it is over. That's a shame. False hope. Oh, Arrows have spun, so that is over for Arrows as well. So we will have the first IFC driver out of qualifying, and we lose yet another ABRL driver and 2 RRL drivers. So we are left with 2 RRL, 5 IFC, and the maths. 1, 2, 3 ABRL.
And pretty, well, slightly dramatic ending to Q2. Maybe has unfortunately not been able to finish his lap as he has invalidated, as you said, but that's gonna be pretty gutting for him because I'm sure he definitely knew he could have made it into the top 10. So that invalidation would be really painful for him to take, and also is us. I know ISC though, they'll definitely be happy as they have every single one of their drivers still in. Do they?
Nope, we lost Arrows.
Oh yeah, Arrows. Well, everyone except Arrows.
Yeah, everyone except, so still 5 drivers left for IFC. It's looking good, but it's all, the points are scored in the race. That's the thing. So we shall see, won't we? We shall see.
Yes, we will.
I don't want to get too happy too fast. I got too happy too fast yesterday, and I came crashing back down to earth. But it is maybe Arrows, Keep Piper, and Geordie Stan out, and RRL currently not looking good at all. Especially with Lay Off My Salt setting his lap on the soft compound tyre. B Hill, Mac, Bonanza, and the fastest racers should all be able to beat him when they switch to that soft compound tyre in Q3. So we could see Lay Off My Salt even starting in P10 and being in a very bad position indeed.
Yeah, RL is majorly on the back foot right now. Only 2 guys to see in Q3 for them. And everybody on mediums, I already know they're going to shoot right up into. It's like complete opposite from what it might be right now. But you never know. If people can mess up their laps, people can have a bad Q3. It's Imola and it's round 2 of ILC, so we can see anything happen for now.
We could. It is all guns blazing for the whole of this qualifying session, of course, because the tyres do not matter anymore. You can absolutely murder these tyres. It doesn't matter what they look like at the end of this qualifying session. All you're trying to do is set a fast lap.
And Q3 has started quickly. We don't have to worry about any black screens because apparently my thing was messing up now.
It's White Wolf who is first out, then Mac. So the IFC guys looking to get out fast. No rain in this qualifying session, so that makes a change to Tier 3. There's 3 IFC out first, then you've got B Hill, who's third man out, and right behind B Hill, actually, like right on his bumper, is Lay Off My Salt.
And Lay Off My Salt did completely block his lap earlier in Q2, so I know he's just going to be like, I know he's definitely just going to be wondering what is this guy going to do, but hopefully he does back off and just let him be, but he's right on his rear, like right on it. He's not backing out for anything.
B Hill's an experienced, respectful driver. We know this. If he wasn't experienced and respectful, it'd be quite odd because, of course, European karting champion is B Hill. He has it in his Discord bio. He's got a picture of him racing against George and Lando and Alex Albon. Could have made it to F1 maybe. He has beaten those guys in karting, but of course didn't have the money. So is now racing an ILC instead. I think he got the better deal, don't you?
Yeah, I think might be a bit better racing on this game in ILC. A bit better than F1. A bit too money heavy. This one's nice and clapped and everything. But yeah,
the one-armed bandit starts his lap then. As he heads down towards the first chicane. And yes, I have thoughts of a nickname for him. The one-armed bandit is what he's going to be called from now on. As he comes through the left-handed kink. What a corner that is. It's such a hard little kink. It's really insignificant, but I absolutely love it. And now coming towards Tosa. Very hard corner this one. It's on camber as you go up the hill, and he's looking good so far as Mac. Not any mistakes so far. Maybe a little bit of loss to the rear end going into turn 1, but so far looking good as he now comes through the long left-hander. Looking good now. He hasn't done a George Russell. He hasn't punted it into that outside wall as he now comes through Aqua Minerale. Still looking good now as he comes towards this final chicane on this beautiful lap of Imola. He said another purple sector, of course, because he's the first man to go out on track. He goes wide. He invalidates his lap.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. The left hand.
White Wolf now does come down towards the final couple of corners himself for AlphaTauri. And he said a purple middle sector as we know how fast this man is, don't we?
Yeah.
As he's running number 2. Will he be number 2 today or will he be number 1? He crosses the line. It's of course enough for first because he's the first man out there. But it's 14.989, sorry. And well, we know he can go faster. Fastest racer with a 15.1. Very good lap time from fastest.
Yeah, nice stuff for fastest, but obviously he's not a faster racer than White Wolf as it seems right now. And we also have the Haas of HAW coming through to the finish line. Will he set a 15.7, way off than the other two. Then you also have Ben Hill. He's coming through, and it's a 14.9. So close to pole. So
500ths
close.
that gap. 500ths of a second.
Wow.
That is too close for comfort. Bonanza about to cross the line then for RRL. He crosses the line. What time is it? It's enough for 5th.
Yeah, competition is really tightening up now in Q3 as these are the best 10 in the entire race, so definitely it's going to look towards who can, well, just pull out the best performance, who can pull out the best of the tires.
Sierra for the race. Sierra, we do know how fast he is. He's as fast as 2-armed Mac. We know how fast 1-armed Mac is, so he should be very fast. Mac broke before the line. We saw that, Mac. He broke before the line.
Bit of sandbagging right there.
Much faster than that on his second lap. Much faster indeed.
So the one-handed bandit. Oh, one-armed bandit. My bad.
Yeah.
One-armed bandit hiding his pace a bit. Maybe that left hand has a bit more, or left arm has a bit more in it. Just wants to hide it for the last minute or so of this qualifying session. I wonder what he can pull out with just one arm here today. Honestly, I think he might be surprised of the day.
Yeah, I think he definitely could be. Red eyes!
Ooh!
Wow, I was not expecting that from him.
Never mind about that.
I didn't think he'd be that fast. Wow, 500ths in the lead. But White Wolf in the first sector up by almost a 10th. We'll go on board with him for the remainder of the lap now as he comes to Aqua Minerale and rises up the hill once again. So close to that track limits there. He's really on the edge as White Wolf. Made a little mistake on the exit. He's 3/10 up as it stands in that middle sector. And he now comes through the very tricky chicane. You have to try and carry as much momentum through there as you can. It always looks a bit clunky and slow, but he's doing pretty well here is White Wolf, of course. Absolutely smashing this lap. So he comes to the final 2 corners. What time would it be for White Wolf? So be careful on the exit. He has been careful, and he's got down that power very nicely. He activates the DRS, crosses the line. It's enough for a 14.5. I said we could get into the 14.5s. He's done it, and that is ridiculous. Absolutely stunning lap.
Yeah, our attention was briefly onto NJ about his out of nowhere lap 14.8, getting ahead of White Wolf for just a bit of a second. And now White Wolf, he's responded immediately with a great 14.5. Yeah, ever since Q1.
Bearing in mind, that's on 3 lap hold softs.
Wow, yeah. He definitely has
more
made a statement.
He has more time in him here as White Wolf. He's got that. He's got a fresh set of softs to use. He will be starting on that soft compound tyre, of course, but he can set a new. He can put on a new set of softs, and he can really make a difference on a new set here. He could maybe even go into the 0.3s. That'd be insane.
Yeah, that is really scary. You honestly don't know what he could pull out next, as he has all the tires left to make something more happen out of it. Also, I'm looking on Nifty Rock. He's just passed over White Wolf.
Oh, Bassy! Oh, Bassi, that's a big mistake there. He set purple middle sector and invalidated the lap through the chicane. That could have been amazing from Bassi there, but unfortunately, that mistake has ruined his lap. He'll go again this time round, though. He's got 75% ERS, so enough to do another lap. No, he's going to actually pull into the pits, and he's going to have one attempt at this. Nifty on a lap, and Lay Off My Soul on a lap as well. Can you take us through Nifty's lap, please?
Alright, Nifty. He's gone through just turns 2, 3, and 4. No, 5 and 6. Now he's on to turn 7. Right around there. Pretty nice and clean. You have to get a bit slow and patient with the traction right there, but he's made it work. Up to this next corner, he's now down to fast right-hander of 11, 12, and 13. Pretty hard on the traction as always, as you have to make sure you don't slip off and go down to the right.
He's invalidated.
He's invalidated? Oh. Well, I guess that fast turn has managed to catch him out. But there is also, who was it? I think it was HJW.
Lay.
No.
Lay's gone up into 3rd there.
Oh, that was random.
HJW. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that from Lay. I have to say, he's found some great pace in this final qualifying session. Again, watch out for Mac. He put big Maccas in chat. Maybe a little bit of boasting there going on from the one-armed bandit, as he is now known. But we shall see, we shall see. HEW has invalidated his lap, and we shall have a queue, I believe, going into this final part. White Wolf heading out the pit lane now. B-Hill already on the track, setting his lap. Now B-Hill spins! Is he going to hit the wall? Yes, he is. Is he out? Oh, he's not going to hit the wall. So lucky.
Wow, the man is just
so lucky.
He's just saved his qualifying session by an inch.
He's so lucky. The indent for the Marshall post is right there. And wow, he's just been saved by the Marshall post there, and he can carry on. His tyres won't be feeling too good. He has a lap to unflat spot them.
Yeah, but not only that, I think he might need a change of underwear after that close call, because that was
Code
really
Brown.
Close.
Code Brown situation for B-Hill there.
Oh God!
I know I've had a couple in my lifetime.
Yeah, that was really close, but he still has his qualifying session with him. Very important for him, as he is the Tier 2 leader for ABRL. Lay Off My Soul also retired in the pit, so he's confident with his 14.8. And
he can't get out again. Max up by 3.4 tenths in that second sector. What can he do in this final sector here then, Mac? We know that he did brake before the line on his last flying lap. What can he do here then? That will be about 5 tenths lost from that braking. Oh, he's gone right next to the track limits there. He activates the DRS cross the line. What time will it be for Mac? Oh, it's enough for 5th place. Very, very nicely done. He gained a whole 7 tenths in that final sector. Wow.
So
obviously what braking does.
Yeah, but the sandbags have come off. He's also going on to another lap by the seams of it, as he wants to try to get out the most out of those tires. He may or may not actually know. He is almost at an ERS, so really gonna run it tight on those. But
yeah, he's up by 3 tenths in the first sector, is Mac.
The man may not need the overabundance of ERS. He's looking strong. One-arm bandit coming around. Fast corner, gotta break it right in the middle of that section. Make it around, get on a traction, nice and clean. Now he's gonna get down to the chicane, brake a bit before and after, before the 50 board.
Oh, he's invalidated.
And he's invalidated on the chicane. Oh, wow.
He's now got to just brake suddenly about 5 times to get enough ERS back into that car. And then he'll be fine again. Fastest racer in 5th place, currently on a fast lap. Bonanza moved up into 6th place there. White Wolf, 3rd improved this time. He's on a 14 flat.
Wow.
If he's not pole position, someone has blown my socks off. I'm not even wearing socks.
Wow, that is shocking. 8 tenths away from P2. What?
Ridiculous.
That is wild. I have not seen something like that yet this game. Oh, absolutely speechless from that.
I do not understand. B Hill up by 1.5 tenths in that first sector alone. Mac up by 3 tenths in the first sector again. Bassey, what's the split going to be for him? He set a 24.1 in that first sector. Nifty back across the line. What would it be for Nifty? It's enough for 8th. Not as much as he would have wanted for Nifty there. Mac, will he invalidate this time? Let's hope for his sake he doesn't coming into the chicane here. 2 tenths up at the moment is Mac. That is enough to put him right the way up into almost the head of Lay Off My Salt. Because we're a little bit faster. Lose a little bit less time in this final section if we want to get into that top 3. But I definitely think he can. Bonanza is invalidated. He will not improve. Bassey. We can't see the split on him because he has no split. Oh, Max invalidated.
Oh, no.
He didn't slow down on the final corner as well. So, yeah.
But then Hill.
He would have got B. He'll go second with a 14.5. Bassey, the last one to cross the line then. He gets up the gears. Activates the DRS cross line. What time to be for Bassey? He goes third. Splits the 2 ABRL drivers. And it's a 1-3 for IFC and a 2-4 for ABRL.
You know, that has just completely reminded me of what Max Verstappen did earlier today in Abu Dhabi Q3. Just 5 tenths off of P2 in that one, or yeah, his original lap 5 tenths off, and now White Wolf, he's replicated it 4 tenths off of Ben Hill. That 14, that was absolutely shocking. I did not see that coming at him. Like, that was just...
No.
You don't expect that
was
stuff.
Ridiculous. No, you don't. You don't at all. And watch out for Mac in the race. Of course, he's starting in P8, but we know he could have gone faster. Watch out for him. HAW, we know, can be much, much faster than that. And Lay Off My Salt, I think, got lucky to be in P5. So I unfortunately think he might drop down the order there.
Yeah, that is... Oh. But off of that absolutely amazing qualifying session, who do we have winning the race?
Oh, you got to go with White Wolf, don't you? You have to.
Yeah.
If he gets a good jump off the line, he may be on a slightly worse strategy, but if he's gaining 5 tenths a lap, it's going to be pretty easy for him to get the big enough gap by the end, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. If he's that quick on softs, just waiting for him at the last few laps on softs compared to everybody else on whatever other strategy, if we ignore safety cars for a second, he is actually, I think he's on the better strategy. Wait, is he going to be starting on softs or is he going to be starting on mediums?
Softs. Starting on softs.
Okay, so
starting on the mediums.
So never mind. He's going to be absolutely rapid off the start, without a doubt. I won't be surprised if he just darts off into the lead, but then again, I can't count B Hill out as he is a very class driver. He's
a very quick starter as well, is B.
Yeah.
Very, very good off the line. Great reaction times and a great feel for the car, so watch out for him down into turn 1. But if White Wolf gets away, I feel like if White Wolf gets away here, he will be away and gone. So the strategies then are White Wolf on the softs, B Hill and Bassey on the mediums, Railines and Lay Off My Salt on the softs, Fast Racer Bonanza and Mac all on the mediums, Nifty and HW on the soft. Maybe starting on the mediums. Arrow's looking for a good start on the soft compound tyre. They may be thinking that's the better strategy. Keep Geordie and Sierra all on the mediums. Kieran on the softs, Ruiz on the mediums, and Zaki Boy starting in last in the Aston Martin because he couldn't choose his car, but he is ABRL, and he will be starting in P18 on that medium compounded tyre.
Yeah, it's setting up to be a very good start. Hopefully we get to see it all clean going to turn 1 in that long straight. As we discussed before, that it's going to be a really dangerous zone, so you're going to have to take all the carefulness possible into that and just get through the first lap. Really, if you can get through the first lap, then you can get through the race fine.
Yeah, it will be an interesting one to see who takes it careful and who doesn't. I think the likes of Bonanza and Lay are going to have to be very careful because they know their teammates are far back. They know that they are kind of carrying their team at this stage. They need to be careful down into turn 1. Whereas the likes Arrows, he's last in his team. Even though he's only in P12, he is last of his team. He's starting on the softs. He can afford to send it into turn 1.
Yeah, everybody up top, they're gonna be the ones who has to really watch what they're doing, watch their moves and overtakes the most, and you really have to just take in consideration where you are, what position you're in, and what it'll do for your team, because up at the top, you gotta stay right there. If you drop down, you're basically finishing your team's
You're in
efforts. Yeah.
Kieran, watch out for Kieran. He's on the soft compound tyre. 3 people directly ahead of him on the mediums. If he gets a good start here, we could see him jumping up quite far up the order, because Imola obviously known for its collisions on the first couple laps, including a collision between Max and Lewis, of course, in the second race of this season. That feels like an eternity ago, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh my. That just mentioning that. It feels like what?
Feels like 5 seasons ago.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Monza feels like 2 seasons ago. It feels like this battle between Lewis and Max is eternal.
Yeah. Imagine if we have something even better than that. So just like something like 2010 or 2012, where you have like 7 or 5 different people fighting for the championship.
I would love that. I would love that.
That'd be so amazing. Like seeing George.
Switch me to the starting grid.
Oh, here
there we go. Starting camera.
Finally.
3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Revs are going, and we are off. White Wolf gets bogged down at the start there. Beale gets even more bogged down. The rail into a wonderful start. Up a couple places. Lay off my soul. Decides the grass is the best option there. Bassi losing many places. Fastest racer with a great start there. Zachy Boy gains a place, then loses a couple places. Gains another place. Mac dropping down the order.
Oh, fastest with a switch back on.
Fastest racer still pushing there. I think there's a collision at the back. There is. Someone gets pushed off. That is Arrows. He's dropping down into P14 now. Fastest racer going around the outside. He's holding on. He's having a P4. Ahead of Lay Off My Salt still, and Bassi gets past now. Bassi back up into P5. B-Hill stays in P3. Railines in second place. Going to try and chase down White Wolf now on that soft compound tyre. Of course, Railines and B-Hill in the same team. Maybe going to look for a move on Bonanza. He's a little bit too far behind to make that one happen, as Arrows will be looking for a move past Geordie Stan and back up to his original starting position. Keep Hyper with a not great start there, as he's in P15.
Oh,
Bonanza spun!
Bonanza's gone.
Big shame for RRL. They only have 1 man in the points now, and he's in P6. Arrows gets ahead of Geordie Stan up into the chicane.
And there's a spin in the back.
Oh, Nifty and HAW collide. Not Nifty's fault, I don't think. I think HAW spun in front of him, and then Nifty was just kind of there. I didn't see it too well, but that's what it looked like to me. More of a racing instinct, I think. But that has promoted 2 IFC drivers up into the points. All 6 IFC drivers, as it stands, in the points. Not wanting to jinx them, of course.
Yeah, that was a really hectic start, as I think I did get a good view of that spin by the chicane. I think it was just the car. I couldn't really catch the actual guys, but just what happened. I think one of them had a little spin up ahead, and then they tried to save it, but then it also caused the one behind to just spin because of them trying to save it. So it's unfortunate things, but yeah, it's not going to be good for the guys who got the worst of it.
Yeah, it's not. And so the lead is already 2 seconds. We're on the second lap, and the gap is 2 seconds. That is ridiculous.
So I guess saying that White Wolf would win would be a very hard prediction, because as he did have a very good start. Well, compared to the rest, he did get off really well. Then B-Hill could have got much better, but he bogged down a bit. So.
Yeah, he did bog down a bit, and now fastest racer. Right on the back of B-Hill, he'll be looking to get himself up onto the podium there, and the first of the medium compound runners. B-Hill with 2 IFC drivers right behind him. His closest teammate behind him is maybe down in P7, so a lot of work to do to get maybe near B-Hill. There's now fast racer with the slipstream, and the ERS looking for a move on B-Hill. He's going to have to go the long way round into the first chicane here. Can he make it happen? Round the outside, fast racer going to look to go. No, he can't. B-Hill defends very nicely. You do have a collision at the back. Is that between Kieran and Ruiz? I think it is.
Kieran has gone in, and Ruiz managed to stay out, but they're just parked up by the last corner. Don't know what happened to them, but that's not going to be good for another ABRL guy now, as it's ASJW and Kieran both having really bad starts, and now they're dropped all the way to the back. Not a good day for them.
No, not a good day at all. Let's have a quick look at the positions gained and lost then. So, biggest winners, you have got Zachy Boy at 5 places. You got maybe up 4 with a wonderful start from him. Biggest losers are Bonanza and HAW down 8 and 7 places respectively. And actually Bassi is one of the biggest losers, down 2 places. Not many people losing places, a lot of people gaining them. Arrows up 2, Keep Hyper up 2, Geordie Stan up 2. A lot of people. Fast Racer and Railines also up 2.
Yeah, it isn't. It's just lap 1 chaos, but after that, it's calmed down quite well. well, I might have to take that back because there is a bit of a battle going to the last 2 corners. That Zaki boy and Jordy Stand squeezing him. Whoa, 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 man. That was
squeezing him a lot there. Oh, fast racer on B Hill down into turn 1. Fast racer is ahead and he gets the place up into P3. Fastest racer goes as Arrows gets past Mac there. He's been let through by
B Hill's come back at him.
These 3 IFC drivers are going to be working together to get back past as B Hill ahead of fast racer. What happened there?
They hit. I think B Hill just had a faster line down the inside, but then as they were turning in, I think B Hill was just way faster and then sped into the corner, but then Fast Racer just hit the back tire with his front tire and just lost a bit of the traction, but...
Well, Fastest caught it and he'll be going for the move again next time round, of course, with that DRS assistance still. So if he can get close enough, he should be able to get himself past. Nifty looking to get that DRS off of maybe soon. If these guys keep on fighting, he should be very close to it, and that will really help out Fastest and Bassi. If they can get 5 of the 6 drivers into this battle, IFC are looking very, very good indeed. You have a yellow flag for Kieran, he's out.
Yeah, Kieran's out. Another thing that I have caught, Rare Lines, he's already got himself a 3-second penalty 5 laps into this race, so already he's gonna have to start pushing to at least stay away from the rest of the battle. But yeah, you wonder how that's gonna hurt him later on into the race.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt him a lot. It really is. Fastest racer, 6 tenths behind B Hill, even with that DRS assistance. Does he have a little bit of damage somewhere? I don't think he does. Be interesting to see whether. Interesting to see. I don't think he does. I think he's just a little bit nervous after that collision there. He's just taking it a little bit careful, making sure those tyres make it to his pit stop. As Level Myself going through on Bassi now. He's going to go down the inside towards the long left-hander as Bassi's pushing him towards the inside even more now. Bassi got a great exit and I don't think Level Myself can get there. No, he can't. Bassi late on the brake, swooping around the outside, and Lay can't quite get up into P5 there. However hard he tried.
Oh, he's out of spin.
And Lev Myself now really close. Lev Myself hits the back of Bassi. Bassi's going to try and break as late as he physically can to get round the outside of that Ferrari driver once again. But no, he's not quite close enough. And Bassi actually blocking off, maybe there slightly. And Nifty's going to be looking for moves. As Bassi having to defend for maybe now. He's going to try and hold on. He's not quite close enough though. And yes, maybe he gets the place. And that shows you make one mistake and you get overtaken twice.
Yeah, really brutal from him. All it takes is one small snap of the rear, and now he's dropped down from P6 to, P5 to P8 now, actually, as Nifty Rock.
Nifty, yeah, he was let through, of course. Nifty being on the faster compounder tyre. It makes sense. HW now round. Are they trying to cause a safety car here? It's quite suspicious. They're obviously not trying to cause a safety car, that's a joke. But it's a bit suspicious that his ABRL driver's spinning. Zaki Boy's pulled into the pits to get a change of front wing. So it's now an ABRL back 3, unfortunately.
Yeah, that ain't good for us, but still a long race to go anyways. But just off this start, you already know there's some people definitely not feeling it right now. Some people are, some people aren't, but mostly it might get better throughout the race. But honestly, I don't know really. There's no safety cars yet, and no VSCs either. Nifty Rock, 3 seconds, but bad for him. He's gonna drop down behind his teammate ILC Arrows and Bassi. Yeah.
Oh, it was Ruiz's round. He's spun at Minerali, and that is not good for the Ferrari driver. Of course, Ferrari's home race, not RRL's home race, but the team he's driving for. It's one of their home races, and yeah, he is not looking too good now. As Left My Soul gets overtaken by maybe is now going to look to catch up to Fastest Racer and help out his teammate B Hill, as Fastest Racer getting closer and closer every single lap. That gap at the front is now 6 seconds, and B Hill 8 seconds off of White Wolf.
Holy, this, as it stands, this is IFC's race in control. They've now got, hold on, let me see. They've got everybody in the points right now except for BRT Mac and
Mac.
And Bonanza, he's out. Well, he's crashed. And it's a safety car.
Safety car.
Oh.
Pit. Everyone on the soft is going to pit. That is a fact. There's no way they're not going to pit, and everyone on the mediums will be promoted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 places at the maximum. Maybe a little bit less than that, of course.
And I know for a fact that White Wolf is probably completely irritated at this point because he's built such a nice lead right off the start, and now it's a safety car. So he's going to have to go in and pit, drop to the back, and his lead is now. Wait, no, wait. Ben's in?
Everyone pulling. Oh, maybe in the pits.
So
Bassy
even
stays out.
some medium guys are pulling into the pits.
Yeah, so
Did I
only
expect
Mac and
that?
Bassy, out the medium runners, are staying out. Every single other driver is pulling into pits. That means they're going to have to pit again. No, B-Hill has gone onto the hard compound tyres. So has Fastest Racer, and so has Nifty. That's a big mistake in my opinion. We saw how slow that hard was in Tier 3. We shall have to wait and see though, won't we?
Yeah, definitely. Anything can happen with those tires and strategy, because it still can be another safety car from here. But let me just see if I can find my small sheet of every track strategy, because something I help my team out in the IFC with is every other.
It's normally soft to medium
Yeah.
round here if you can make the tyres last. If not, it's soft to hard or soft medium. Soft medium is probably better than soft hard, but if you have to, then yeah.
Alright, so from what I'm seeing, the hards can go 18 to 23 laps from here, so I think that can make it, but his tires will be shot, absolutely shot by the end of this.
They will be. He'll be pitting again in this one, 100%. He'll look to pit again.
Yeah, definitely. Those tires, I don't think they're on. Their tires should be on right now, or for the whole race. But yeah, there's a spin. Bassy spun around under the safety car.
Oh no, Bassy! Oh. It's actually been jinxed by his own teammate there. White Wolf put in the chat. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, but with the tyre advantage. They are no longer 1, 2, 3, 4, but with the tyre advantage.
Yeah, I could
Arrows
definitely see that.
leading, of course. He hasn't pitted yet for some weird reason, even though he's on the soft. It's Mac in second. It's not Mac in second anymore. He's pitted. Oh, he will lose many places there, Mac. Or has he made a mistake?
Maybe a mistake, because it could be possible. Nah, I would say that it could be possible they got past the pits before, well, after the safety car came out. But I think everybody was behind the pits when it did come out, or is this a late decision? But yeah, it's definitely gonna hurt him a bit. But at least he has got the tires and he's still in the race for now. But yeah, he's gonna drop back a bit.
Yeah, Matt, of course, with only one arm as well. We'll see where he can end up at the end of this one. But this safety car not been IFC's dream, has it?
Definitely not. Especially with the leader before the safety car, White Wolf, 6 seconds up. He's now P2 with his teammates front, but yeah, that might be a bit annoying. Just have that lead already mitigated.
Right then, Sierra's made his way back up in points. Let's have a quick look at winners and losers from this then. So Bassy's down 12 places now after that spin, and that is just all his fault.
Yeah.
There's no other way to slice it. He spun under safety car. Stupid thing to do, and he's down into P15. Mac in P14. We know how fast these guys are, so watch out for them. As Lay Off My Salt now down 2 places since the start. Biggest winners, Arrow's up 11, but he's going to have to pit soon. He's on the softs. Maybe up 5. And Sierra up 5. Sierra, we know how fast this man is. We saw it last week at Belgium. Let's see what he can do here today in the latter stage of the race. Let's go back onto the tyre screen and let's do this.
Alright, so again, back to these last 2 corners. The safety car will be coming in this lap. And it is moving away. So will ILC Arrows bring this off fast? And he's going to take it off immediately. He's already in a big lead.
Rail with a decent start. Actually, I think most people have got a very similar start to one another.
And
Arrows, maybe a slightly better start. Arrows pulling to the side immediately.
Yeah.
His job now, Arrows, is to defend. He knows it. His job is to defend rail lines and B-Hill and allow White Wolf a big gap. So Arrows is going to deploy all of that ERS. He's going to be doing everything he can to hold back ABRL here and allow Fastest Racer to overtake B-Hill and Railines in the process. I would assume that is their strategy anyway.
Yeah, actually, now that we're seeing it happen, Arrows has done a very good decision by staying out, because now he's on softs. I think they will be losing
They'll
about
die
all the
soon.
pace. Yeah, they'll be dying soon, but definitely the fact that they're dying soon will mean he's losing pace, and when he's losing pace, everybody behind will lose pace, and that gives White Wolf the chance to run away with it. So it's a really good choice from him.
Is
And someone's off.
Railline's letting through B-Hill there maybe? No, he's not there for some reason. Oh! Who is that? Is that someone?
Oh, big
yes,
pile up
that's
back there.
Ruiz. And
Well, not
Nifty
big.
is round as well. Ruiz, Geordie Stan and Nifty all in a collision as B-Hill and Railline do switch places now. Fast Racer round the outside, now down the inside of Railines. Can he make it happen on that hard compound side? Now through the final corner he goes in the Red Bull for IFC, and he's made the place up into P4. And that battle, that strategy working amazingly for IFC so far. And now
Andy, come back at him.
Can he defend from B-Hill? Down towards the first chicane they go. Arrows has got to pull out all the stops of defending here. Can he make it happen? Can he defend well enough? He's going around the outside. Oh, he defended perfectly there as Arrows. Got to get a good exit though. That's the question. Railline spins. Railline's round. We're going to follow this battle for the remainder of it. Through Villeneuve they go, and B-Hill cannot make the move. But Railline's, devastation. He's down into P13. It will be 14 by the time he reaches Villeneuve.
And he's got Nifty Rock ahead of him now. Oh, that is so unfortunate for him. I think he does have nothing left of his front wing either. That is so heart-wrenching because he was doing it absolutely well. He got a decent start and he was right in front of his teammate B-Hill. Now he's gonna
Arrows
go
in the
right
penalty.
to the
He's
back.
defending so hard from B-Hill, going down into the chicane now. He's trying his absolute best. We're on board with Fastest Racer, watching this battle. Can Arrows hold on around the outside again? He's doing so well to hold on these old softs. And no, he can't hold on anymore. Oh, he was so close to holding on. Maybe down the main straight he can make something happen. He's going to try to into the final couple corners, but now he's got to let through Fastest Racer. And his job of defending is over. He's given White Wolf 5 seconds here. And what a little shift that's been from Arrows there. I say little shift with asterisk.
Hold on,
that
we
was
got
a big deal.
coming through.
Side by side though, as he's trying to defend
Look at
it,
the
maybe
boxing
now. He's still, they're fully boxing him, maybe.
Whoa,
That's some great strategy, maybe he's hit the wall.
Oh, now.
Has he hit the wall or not? That's a good question. He pushed his layoff my soul. This is ridiculous. What is happening?
I'm going to just bring out a small bit of AB bias right here, if you don't mind, but that boxing, it was looking pretty smart until they start like bump drafting each other, and now that just looked straight dirty, honestly.
I mean, in fairness, it was maybe who was bump drafting Fastest Racer. So
True.
You know, it's
True.
it's not Fastest's fault that he's being pushed in the back. You know, like that's the problem. But yeah.
So he did
see
choose to
what
be
he's
put in
doing
that
next.
position. And hold on, that's
Oh!
Whoa, big push. Layoff assaults completely cut the track, but then again he went for a move in the chicane, very tight to make moves happen there. So.
Right then, Arrows' job has arrived again, defending for Fastest Racer this time, and he will be heading down towards turn 1 with a lot of ERS in his pocket, and also some DRS as well on the behind of Fastest Racer. Can he defend from Lay Off My Salt? Going down towards turn 1 now. The gap is closing to Lay Off My Salt. He's got to pull out all of the stops here. They're going to go side by side. The Red Bulls, though, they're not quite. Arrows defend beautifully through the first couple of corners. Maybe he's been hit by Lay Off My Salt. He's down into P8, P9, P10, 11, 12. Oh, shame for maybe the 2.
And he's went to the grass, and he's spun. Karma. Calling it karma. Calling it karma. No.
Now my Salt's got no front wing as well. So, I mean, even more karma for Lay Off My Salt in your opinion. And HW will get past now through the long left-hander. Unless Lay Off My Salt takes him out before then. He's defending hard for someone without a front wing. And Bassey sneaks down the inside up into the points.
Whoa, that was a very, very long series. Well, not long, but just random series of unfortunate events. But
Arrows is still defending. He's still putting in a shift here, as he's still putting in a shift for IFC. His job is to now defend from Sierra as they go down towards turn 1. He might pull into the pitch this time. I wouldn't be surprised in fairness. Yeah,
and he will.
There we go.
About time. The man has put in all the effort in the world on those softs. He's helped out his
What a
teammates really
shift.
well.
What a
Yeah.
shift. Mac is back up to P6. Bassie's up to P7 now as he overtakes HW down the straight. And every single IFC driver currently in the points. Now they're not. But Arrow's just dropping out the pits, dropping out the points. He's pitted onto the mediums and completing his normal strategy. Hasn't had to change strategy at all. And he will be in P13 when he comes out the pits.
Yeah, the work that Alice has been doing has been absolutely amazing. The man has been defending up to the likes
we've
of
got yellow
Alonso
flag there for some reason.
and
What is that yellow flag for?
I have no idea. Maybe it's around that long left-hander because it can be pretty slow down there. Maybe
No,
I don't know.
Around, it was around Tosa. I don't know why. Yeah, who knows?
But-
Tosa's turn 7, by the way.
I really need to learn these turns, honestly. I never know which one is which.
I only know Tosa and Aquaminerale, Villeneuve, and Tamburello. I don't know the rest. Sorry.
Well,
So don't worry.
so there's a few close people around the track. We have Bassi a bit behind BRT Mac, and BRT Mac just a bit behind Keep Hyper. Then we have Nifty Rock a bit ahead of. Oh yeah, Sierra's a bit ahead of. Actually, no, he's more close to Fastest Racer. Hold on, there's an overtake going on. Bassi has gone ahead of Mac. That's nice stuff.
Mac
from
letting him
He's in good
through.
positions. Oh wait,
Yeah,
Mac letting him
Mac
through.
letting him through there. Yeah, he's as I said, Mac he's got one arm, so he's not nearly as fast as Bassi, nor as consistent. So you might as well let Bassi through, and now Bassi can chase down, Keep Hyper, and try and make an overtake here. Of course, ROL are playing here for the tier 2 win. 55 points scored last time out. IFC need a massive race today if they're gonna even half challenge for this tier 2 championship. Only scoring 10 points last time out, so they're gonna need a big challenge.
Yeah, and they are indeed fulfilling up to that challenge as right now they have P1, P2, P6, P7, and there's a spin from Mac. Never mind about that P7.
Oh,
It'll turn into P8, probably P9 in a second if maybe can get past.
will be close
And
down the
he
inside.
will.
Mac will look to stay. No, he can't. But he will get the place back into turn 1 if those tyres are of a good enough condition. Of course, he will have the DRS or maybe, so probably a bad time for maybe to make that overtake. And Sierra's ahead of Fastest Racer, of course he is. He's on that better compounder tyre.
Another spin and
spinner.
Ruiz into the wall.
Oh.
And it's a VSC. Ooh.
Maybe it was just about Mac just overtook maybe there. So perfect timing for IFC. And Ruiz being given a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane as well.
Yeah, it's been amazingly bad for basically all the other teams except for IFC right now because, I mean, other than the fact that ABRL has B-Hill in P2 right now, RRL and ABRL, I mean, IFC, they've just been by the last parts of the points of P9, P10, and
remember
back.
HW is in 7th currently, but he does have to pit again. He pitted on lap 3. Remember, his tyres are 13
And
laps
Bassie's
old
off
now. Oh, Mac! Oh,
And Max off again. Oh my! I've seen.
that's your arm getting tired, isn't it?
Yeah.
After 16 laps, the same track, your arm is going to get tired, and well, they need to get the consistency up. With better consistency, these guys could most definitely be fighting for the win here. It's Fastest Racer and White Wolf who are holding IFC Challenge together as it stands. Bassi just looking to try and hold his car together at this stage, as Nifty is just doing a great job there, just sitting near, and Arrow's there to take any points paying positions if someone in the top 10 does crash, or as when HW pits.
Yeah, it's been pretty shocking on some people's consistency. Maybe it's not their fault, and it's another spin for Nifty now, not the other Alpine.
Oh, I was just saying Nifty was being consistent, and he goes and spins, as Bassi's ahead of HW, so not all bad.
And the mistakes are starting to come out hot now as you reach the just a bit, 2 laps over the halfway point of this race. Now, this is where everything starts to become a bit more crucial as reaching the last few stages of the lap, you need to stay on the track at least, wait for a safety car and lay off a salt, you got a penalty, but yeah. As I was saying though, you really have to be careful from now on and just stay on track. Some of these guys at the back, they might want to be waiting and just staying as consistent as possible for what could be a late safety car, because we have seen a good few of those in the ILC competition so far. Actually, because I do remember in tier 2 last we did have a at least 3 lap sprint or a bit over that. I think we did, but yeah. You guys really have to just stay out and be ready for whatever comes next. But as it stands, nothing too big's happening.
No, at the moment it is the gaps. Oh, gaps closing. No, but HW spins. He's in the gravel, and that throws his plans apart. He's very deep in the gravel as well. It's going to take him a while to get out of that, and he still has to pit as well. Those tyres will not be enjoying his excursion off the track there, as Nifty will go past him as well now into Tosa, and Arrow is going to be extremely close to the back of him because HW's tyres are going to be absolutely screaming at him.
Is it safe to say that IFC's won already? Yeah,
No, it's not safe to say. Please do not say it. Don't want to jinx it. Touch wood, they're going to win. Touch wood.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Nifty with a 3-second time penalty now. Top 8 without time penalties, and Geordie Stan at the back as well. Matt getting another snap oversteer there. He's not actually losing time to maybe though. That gap has stayed the same for a long time. Matt looking very consistent now, and maybe will have to pit again in this race. So will Sierra. And White Wolf, Bassi, and Mac are all going to be trying. Oh, Mac almost hitting the pit entry wall there. Very, very close there to that wall, but he's managed to avoid it. HW now does pit. He'll head onto the softs and finish the race on those.
I think with Mac, he is trying to push the most out of those tires now, as after those few series of spins, he's going to try and make a big comeback. I think he can bring the tires to the end just in case, but he's definitely going to have to be waiting for a safety car. And as it stands, it's just everybody has a pretty decent gap to each other. There's nobody right on each other.
HW getting really, really close. They come down towards turn 1. HW just coming out the pits, so can't really break that late. But that was very close up the pit lane. HW ends up behind Railines, but I would assume Railines will let him through in a second.
Yeah, these guys are teammates. They don't want to hold each other up. Just in case. I mean, they aren't really that close behind anybody else, nor that's close to anybody else behind either. But
Sierra catching B-Hill now on that soft compound tyre. He's got into the DRS range of B-Hill, so Fast Racer won't be able to make a move on Sierra for a bit of time. But Sierra is close to his pit stop now. So he will be pitting, and I would assume onto another set of softs here, and he will come out in about, let me actually switch to leader because it's easier to work out. He'll come out in about P7, maybe P8.
Yeah, I'm actually liking how this podium is looking right now, because it's a IFC guy in P1, ABRL in P2, and RRL in P3. So all these leagues have a representative in the top 3, but it can change because Fast Racer is. Yeah, that's the thing. Sarah has to pit, and it will change unless something big happens and a safety car comes out like right about now. That will absolutely play into the hands of Sierra, but we can only wait and see.
No, it would play into the hands of White Wolf, because he has a big gap. He can pit onto the softs and be really fast at the end.
Oh yeah,
Sierra,
true.
He's pitting
and
now.
Sierra's in now.
So everyone would pit if there's a safety car. So Sierra is not in a good place, even if there's a safety car, because everyone will just go on to a slightly old set of softs and go for it.
That's absolutely crazy how some people could just be put in such a bad situation after just one single big crash at the back or anywhere in the track. But
will Max be ahead or behind of Sierra? This is the question.
And he will be
pit lane now. Max ahead.
Yeah,
Nifty is Nifty ahead. No, Nifty's just that little bit too far behind. But he's gonna be close because of course Sierra's got a little bit of warm-up time on those tyres. We'll see whether Nifty's close enough. I don't think he will be to be in that warm-up range. No, he's not.
Yeah, Sierra has got a decent stop, and he is just a good few ahead of Sierra, and I mean not Sierra, he's Sierra. I mean Sierra's a bit ahead of Nifty, so he's
Nifty.
got to stay from him. But Mac is still ahead. I know Sierra wants to try to catch up to him quick. There's yellow flags
Oh,
in the
mistake
back.
from Ruiz. Again, another mistake from Ruiz. I know how fast this man is. Commentating on in IFC, I know. And it's a shame to see him racing like this. It really is. Because I know how fast of a driver he is.
Yeah, and he spun again. Oh, he hasn't destroyed his car any more than it already has been.
Oh, Key Piper's in the pits. He's come off the
pits.
medium tyres and he's onto the softs.
And NJs are tired too. He spun into the wall after turn 7. Wow.
After Tosa, Mac is got a penalty. Sierra versus Mac, the battle going on at the moment. One arms Mac versus Sierra. What can Sierra do? He should be able to go past. Yes, he does go past, and Mac drops down to P7 now. Now, will Mac pit? Will Bassi pit? Will White Wolf pit? That's the question. It'll be interesting to see, because White Wolf will have to gain a lot of time. I think it's safer for White Wolf to pit, because B-Hill's tyres are going to be dead. And we know how fast White Wolf is on these softs. He can just go on them, catch up fast, make an overtake, and secure the victory instead of hoping that his tyres will last.
Yeah, you don't want to play it too dangerous on the tires because they aren't the most how can I say it, durable, but they aren't the least. But the tires, when they drop off here, they drop off hard, and now we have fast racer in, so I guess he's gotten the memo that he doesn't want to be on those softs, those hards again anymore. Wait.
Yeah, I think he's actually I think he's responding there to keep hyper, because those two are racing each other and they know it. So he's just responding, making sure that he is on the same tyre as his main competitor. Maybe he pulls into pits now. So that promotes Sierra right the way up into P4. His aim will be now to chase down Bassi in these final laps.
And Jordy Stan just a bit behind Ruiz because he has spun for a second. And Ruiz and Jordy, unfortunately, the RRL guys, they have been lapped. So the race is just about over, I'm pretty sure, because once you get lapped...
Yeah, even a safety car won't even save them. So, Ruiz and Jordy, unfortunately, won't be scoring points unless a big crash happens. Maybe right on the back of Zaki Boy, should be let through by Zaki Boy. He is let through by Zaki Boy. Up into the points he goes. Mac, the only IFC driver outside the point. There we go. White Wolf in the pits. As I thought, he'll come out ahead of Bassi. I think Bassi will also pit here. We'll all go on softs and B-Hill.
Ben will be staying out.
Hards.
So now we
shall see what happens here. This can be really interesting to see. Will Bassi pit? No, he doesn't. He stays out on the mediums. He's going to hope that he can stay alive here. Is Bassi. As White Wolf is right there. White Wolf actually come out just behind Bassi in the end. Sierra way too far behind to overtake White Wolf. Fastest racer close behind Sierra. He's got 2 lap fresher tyres as well. We'll see what he can do. Arrows on pretty decent mediums. But we're looking for a move on Nifty here. Of course, they are teammates, and Nifty will let him through when necessary. And Nifty will do some great defending like Arrows did earlier to keep hyper and let off my salt and the like.
Yeah, now you wonder, will B-Hill respond with a pit of himself to the softs, or is he going to stay out, bring these hards all to the end? Because they can go to the end, but it's just a thing that can they still be competitive at the end?
That is the main question, isn't it? We'll see whether Bassi's tyres can. We'll see whether Bassi's tyres can last. That is the one I'm looking at really. Bassi's tyres, they're going to be screaming at him even now. So we shall see.
Yeah, and this actually reminds me of something. Hold on. Yes, our ABRC race in Imola with ABE. Ewan had done something similar, staying out on pretty worn mediums from like what, lap 3 or. Bassi's in the pits, and he's pit now. Yeah, he's going to be dropping back. I was going to say, his tyres are going to be screaming at him, and he has 7 laps to make this work now. He's got
He will end up behind a lot of people.
And we have a yellow flag.
We have a yellow
That's
flag. Oh, HW.
that was a hass. My heart almost dropped. I thought it was Ben. Ooh.
No, it's not Ben. Do not worry. But
Hallelujah.
he's close to being lapped by Ben. Bassi now.
Maybe saying a 60.3 he got fast lap.
Ahead of behind a layoff my salt. It's going to be close between the two. He's just ahead of layoff my salt. That is so close.
Ooh. Them pits take a while, especially with the long kind of this driving section where you just in pit limiter and just waiting for the line so you can actually go up. That's pretty long. I don't know why they don't let you go up a bit earlier, but yeah, it does put you in a pretty vulnerable spot for being overtaken right out the pit spots. And yeah, Leon Assad, he's trying to catch back up to Bass. He's got a bit wide by the fast left-hander double chicane, and he's went right again.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Watch out for Nifty here. Watch out for Nifty because of course Nifty is defending from Keep Hyper. Will he have the DRS on his teammate? Yes, he will just about have the DRS, I believe. That's pretty. He will have the DRS. That's lucky for him. And well, it's now going to be can Nifty defend from Keep? It's now Keep right behind him, 2 tenths behind Nifty. Dropping his ERS as well. I don't think he'll be able to, unfortunately for Nifty. He's going to defend down the inside now towards the first chicane. Can he hold on down the inside? It's going to be close. Nifty breaks late, so does Keep. Keep trying to go around the outside. Oh, he touch and Nifty holding on for the time being. Keep still trying to go around the outside. He has gone around the outside now, and Nifty has to concede the position. Such a good battle between those two. Very, very nicely played from the pair, as Arrows gets a 3-second time penalty. Zaki Boy and Mac side by side. Mac can't quite get through. Mac having to stay in P12 then.
Yeah, that was a really tight battle on the chicanes right there. Those 2 chicanes, it's so difficult to have a good battle, or at least stay on the track while battling, but then when you do it, it's so nice. It's just a display of a good performance, and this
yellow flag, and that is for Ruiz.
My teammates in ILC. And personally, I know he's definitely one of the best drivers I've raced against and alongside. But today he's really having a nightmare. Spins all the time.
Yeah, it's a big shame. We want to see drivers doing well, but he's just struggling a lot. Mac with his one arm he's doing his best, isn't he? At the moment, he's 8 seconds away from maybe who he needs to catch up to if he wants points. He's not looking too great to catch up to him here as Bassi and Nifty close, and Keep Hyper gets ahead of Arrows now. Arrows loses that. Oh, Keep Hyper spins! He's in the wall. He's lost part of his front wing, and that will promote lots of drivers up a place. He spins again, and RRL not having a good time about it. Sierra is their best driver, of course, in 3rd still, but yeah, it's not been a good race for the guys who started quite high up and are now dropping places like no man's business.
Yeah, it's been a pretty big race on consistency, as you just seen so many people spin around and just make big mistakes. Actually, look at this. Zaki Boy getting ahead of Keep Hyper, and
so is Mac.
Half of Keep Hyper's wing is gone right now, so yeah, of course he's gonna have some big understeer, no pace at all. His race is effectively done, as there is just a few more laps.
It's now a battle between Mac and Zaki Boy for the final point, and I assume Mac is going to win this one.
Can I just say, Ben has just maybe pulled off, or is trying to pull off something big on the strategy, because
I think he's done it. I didn't want to mention it because it's making me sad, but I think he's done it. On that
hopefully.
He's so fast. White Wolf was 11 seconds behind him when he came out the pits, and that was like 4 laps ago now.
Yeah,
it was about 4 laps ago. Wow. Mac ahead of Zaki Boy now. Yes, he's done it. He's up into P10.
But yeah, Ben Hill. He's done a strategic masterpiece at this moment.
I'm just saying, since we started talking about it, they were going through. White Wolf was going through turn 8. Since then, he's gained a second.
Okay, you know what? Let's just ignore it until it reaches like the last 2 laps. Let's just ignore it, because maybe if you don't look at it, it won't go down as fast.
That's quite funny.
Yeah.
we don't talk about it. Oh, wait, I've just realised. Oh no, RRL's man, lay off my salt. There's only one of 2 people in the points. Got 24 seconds worth of penalties. As he just gained another bit. So he will be out of the points by the end of this one. That's not good for RRL. They will score 15 points as it stands. Who's got fastest lap though? That is the question. And that is White Wolf. Of course, it's White Wolf.
Yeah. But it is basically a done deal unless somebody has a big spin. There could be a safety car still. Lap 29 out of 32. If there is a safety car, I think White Wolf would win, but you don't know. There's also
if there's a safety car, White Wolf would win, but safety car will not come out as soon as Bihu crosses that line. The safety car will not come out. Let my salts out. Yeah, he would have lost many places anyway. Safety car! Oh!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh god!
Matt with the drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car.
Oh! Oh god, we have jinxed that so hard. We have just jinxed that so immense. Oh no. Oh my. Oh my.
Oh, that's hilarious. Sierra pits, B-Hill pits, White Wolf stays out. He has enough pace on those softs, he thinks. Will Bassi gain a place on both Sierra and B-Hill? Not on B-Hill, but he will gain a place on Sierra here. So good for him. Arrows will pit, of course. So will Nifty. So both pulling into the pits. Maybe he stays out. Mac will probably stay out as well because he will have to serve a drive-through anyway.
That is by far one of the worst moments of commentator's curse I've had since starting commentating.
That is the funny.
Wow.
Oh, I feel so bad for HEW. He was just slapped by White Wolf. Oh, imagine. Oh.
Oh my! And Keep Up is disqualified.
The safety car. He overtook the safety car. Watched it happen. Yeah.
Wow.
So Keep will not be scoring points. HW now into P11. It makes sense for HW to keep going because he is in P11. If someone crashes, he's up into the points again. And of course, Mac has that drive-through penalty, which will bring HW kind of back into it. Not really, but kind of. Mac did pit in the end, actually. So everyone in the top 10 pits except from Wolf, Racer and Bassi. We'll see what they can do here. I think Racer's job is going to be holding back B-Hill because, of course, White Wolf has a penalty and B-Hill does not. So Fast Racer's job is to do an Arrows and just hold back B-Hill for a long, long time.
Wow, this race has just went into flames now. And from here, I don't know who's winning this. I genuinely don't know who's going to win now. And we're just about to get this safety car done with. It's coming.
Are we? Oh, we are. Here we go. He goes
and
for
it's
it.
off.
Fastest Racer with a good start. B-Hill with a wonderful start right on the back of Fastest Racer. Fastest Racer having to use all of his stops here to try and hold on to this place. He has to do it for IFC. He's got to make sure that B-Hill doesn't take this position. But B-Hill does take the position. He hits Fastest Racer round. B-Hill does not give Fast Racer the space and he hits him rounds. Bad driving for B-Hill there in my opinion. He's hit Fastest Racer and Fast Racer drops down to P5.
Oh my. That is wild. This is going to be a 2-lap sprint from here. And as it stands, B-Hill is winning this because he's on fresher softs and he definitely won't drop out of White Wolf's 3 seconds. But after that incident, I won't be surprised if there's going to be a late safety car. But then again, it is a really difficult corner, that one. It's always going to be... Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's a 5 or 10 second penalty for B-Hill, in fairness.
Yeah.
He did not give Fast Racer the space. In my opinion, he just didn't give him enough space. He's hit. I don't know what your opinion on it. Of course, I've got an IFC bias, you've got an ABRL bias.
Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know, really. That was very close. It always is going to be a difficult corner, that one. But... just seems like he should have given some more space, but you never know. The stewards will have to decide that after the race.
They will, and Sierra looking to move on Bassi now. Bassi's got to hold on for one more lap on Sierra, and he will take what we think is going to be the win anyway. And, well, Fastest Racer's just got to sit in P5 now. And Mac has just got to serve that drive-through and take home P10. That's his job now. Just take home a point for IFC. Every point matters, of course, as Saki Boy sets fast up. HW's out. He is not going to be competing in the rest of the race.
And RL Ruiz in the gravel.
I think they collided with each other there.
Yeah, they were both laps, so it is possible.
Mac in the pits, of course, serving that drive-through now. He will not lose a place. As well, Zaki Boy maybe are just trundling around now. Sierra looking through Bombassi. We are going into the final couple corners of this race. Who will come out on top for P3? Neither having penalties and neither being in any incidents all race long. So very, very good races from these two. Well, the incidents that we saw anyway. There could have been more. Maybe ahead of Nifty. Maybe dives down the inside. He overtakes Nifty. What are the penalties like? Oh, Nifty was going to lose the position anyway. White Wolf comes second. B Hill wins. White Wolf actually ends up coming third. Bassi gets second. Sierra misses out, gets fourth in the end. So great from IFC to manage to make that happen. That was very, very close. Fast Racer fifth. Arrows will come home in sixth. Maybe will come home in seventh. Nifty eighth. Oh, Mac hasn't served his drive-through.
Oh. Will he serve it this lap, maybe?
No. You have to serve it on a... It should have disqualified him last time round.
That's weird.
What's happened here then?
Yeah, that's... I don't know what's going on with that. It has the steward just... In-game steward just decide to change their minds or something? Will
Maybe.
he...
No, he's not. He's weaving across the line. Imagine if he gets disqualified. Yeah, he gets disqualified.
Well, that's the race done, and...
I'm going to see what he put... If he's put anything in the chat, we'll see. Because I...
You know, one guy who I am 100% sure is quite angry right now. Most definitely Ben Hill, the guy who is on the in-game top stepper. I mean, just looking at it, it wouldn't have changed much with if there was no safety car, but he has gotten into an incident with which one was it? Oh yeah, Fastest Racer.
Yeah, I'm going to quickly do the maths for this one. We'll see. So we'll start off with ABR as the game says. So we're not going to add anything ourselves. Mac actually got 10th in the end, actually. So I don't know. Oh. Right, as the game says. So ABRL 25 plus.
I know they got P7
6.
as well.
So
yeah.
33 for ABRL. And then IFC got 18 plus 15 plus 10 plus 8 plus 4 plus 1 with every single point, every single driver in the points. 56 for them. Actually 34 for ABRL because they have fastest lap. 56 for IFC, and for I don't even need a calculator. It's 12 for RRL.
That IFC, you know, we were wondering if they would get this comeback going after having such a weak day last week, was it? Yeah, and they have executed it to perfection. Well, almost perfection. Could have been maybe a bit better if Fast Racer hadn't gotten to that incident, but yeah, they've done very well to get a very big abundance of points. They'll be going on to Tier 1 tomorrow with a nice smile within momentum with it.
Yeah, the momentum is on IFC's side. They needed that after yesterday, after a poor performance, and ABRL with yet another one-man performance, it's fair to say, from B Hill. And, well, this time round, it was IFC. Every single driver in the points for IFC. That is absolutely ridiculous.
Mad.
So that's another 56 points added to IFC's tally. And 34 for... let's see the overall standing, shall we, actually?
Yeah.
Right, so overall standings going into this weekend, so it doesn't include Tier 3, 112, 99 and 93, IFC, RRL, ABRL. And IFC gaining a big gap there to ABRL and a massive gap to RRL after a bad performance last time out helps them massively. We'll see what happens in Tier 1 though. I'll make sure I do my homework for that one, see which team needs to take the championship. But thank you guys so much for watching. Anything you want to say, C9?
Up the fucking ABRL. But yeah, that was a very nice race to see. We will see you for the last round of ILC tomorrow in Tier 1 for all the marbles to see who will come out as the best league. And up next after that, we would have the 24 hours of ILC. So that's the upcoming events that we have. You might want to tune in for those, but yeah, that's all I have to really say.
Right then guys, thank you so much for watching today. It was IFC's day, every single driver in the points. Congratulations to them. And we'll see you in Tier 1 tomorrow where the overall championship will be decided.